Hi, this is Pat Johnson, your sociology instructor. In this mini lecture, we're going to look at Talcott Parsons' functions of the family. Who is Talcott Parsons? Talcott Parsons was a famous sociologist. He was born in 1902 and died in 1979. He was influenced by Emil Durkheim and Max Weber. If you remember from earlier in the course, Emil Durkheim was that sociologist who had the theory about suicide. Talcott Parsons is a functionalist, in other words, looks at the functions of different social structures, and he had a theory on social action, and of course, structural functionalism. Talcott Parsons said there were two main functions of families. First of all, families serve the function of primary socialization. Socialization is a concept we learned earlier in the course. This is where kids are taught the rules, the norms, the expectations of a society. Families are the place where that function is most apparent. I have a vivid memory of being yanked by my shoulder to the right hand side of a sidewalk when I was skipping down the left. My father said, "Don't you know that you should walk on the right and not be in the way of people coming towards us?" And I remember myself saying, "I don't know that, Daddy." And he said, "Well, you do now." I was being socialized. In other words, I was being taught the rules of society. Another function of the family besides primary socialization is personality stabilization. And this is a function for the adults. Family assists adult members emotionally, especially since many of us have our family of orientation far away. So psychological research has shown that people who are alone are more likely prone to feelings of solitude, possibly even feelings of depression. And those who are in marriages are less likely to have those feelings. Now, obviously, there can be some very bad marriages that can be horrendous for our emotional health. But in general, marriage has that function of personality stabilization. It assists adult family members emotionally. It provides that support system. So again, these are Talcott Parsons' two functions of the family: socialization of the children and personality stabilization for the adult members.